10 of these babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I told you I need 10. Look, we're gonna find out if this is going to help curb some of my sugar cravings, and we're also gonna see if it'll lower like my blood sugar levels. And the way I'm gonna do that is I bought this glucose, I can't say that, monitor thing, and I'm gonna prick my finger to see what my sugar level's at. Now, I read the worst comment ever, but it was so freaking hilarious. Basically, drinking celery juice is supposed to help a really lot with digestion, almost to the point of being uncontrollable. I was going to play pickleball this morning. I was like, there's no way I'm chancing having the celery juice for the first time and then going and playing. So I've been waiting. It's 11 a.m. and I'm like starving, but I gotta do this on an empty stomach. That was one of the rules. I'm actually kind of scared to prick my finger. It's gonna hurt. Actually, also interested to see how low my stomach goes. It's supposed to help be anti-inflammatory too, and like since sugar kind of like is inflammatory, like I feel like other things should also change. I will not show you the number, but I will tell you how many inches difference there is, if there is any. Like obviously I want to eat healthier, but also not gonna like hold back and like not have any sugar. Because I really want to see if the actual celery juice itself is going to be the thing that helps me lower it. Why do I feel like I might pass out trying to poke my finger? I can't do it! Ow! Is that good or bad? We have 105. So pretty. How are you supposed to get 16 ounces out of that? I'm like afraid to put this down in case I miss like 1 drop of celery water out of there. Try to squeeze it out. Son of a gun! That only gave me 9.88. Ugh. This is exhausting. Let's repeat the process now. This better be 6. Oh yeah, plenty. 17.7 ounces total. Thank heaven I had all of that. I think I'm going to chop up my celery into pieces so that way every morning like I'm ready, because this has taken me an hour from start to finish to this point. Oh, it doesn't smell good. Surprisingly, it doesn't taste bad. I lied. It gets worse the more you drink it. Just put that together. So I'm like, oh yeah, only 1 more cup. That one has way more sludge in it. I think I might have dropped some in there. It's like getting stuck in my throat. How am I gonna do this for a whole week? That's gonna be 1 gulp. There is only 1 ounce left in here. I am not drinking that. 1.27. Oh wait, I was at 17.7. Yeah, I'm done. Woo! Day 1 in the books, baby. So last night after dinner, and I was like, shoot, I forgot to look up my glucose level. And so my daughter was like, okay, Mom, what is it? And she looked it up, and apparently if it's 100 to 125, you're pre-diabetic. Like, holy crap. I'm glad that I'm on the low side of that number, but I'm shocked that it's not higher, actually. As disgusting as yesterday was, I'm going to have to try to enjoy today thinking about, okay, this is for my health. Super crossing my fingers that by the end of this week, my blood level will have gone down. I don't even know what's reasonable, but I'm hoping that it will have gone down to like 95. Obviously, like, have no idea about glucose levels or anything like that. I'm not a doctor, I'm not trained or anything. So this is strictly by what the internet is saying. That took 20 minutes because it was already pre-chopped, but also took so much time like trying to get the juice out of the little strainer thing. I'm just gonna buy some freaking, I think it's called like cheesecloth, where you like squeeze crap in there and get the liquid out. That is going on my Amazon order today. Oh, how is day number 2 worse than day number 1? Probably because I knew what was happening. I mean, like, see all this crap? So I'm still over 16 taking that stuff out. Perfection. All right, I don't know if this will be better, but it'll be better than having all of that in there. That makes a freaking huge world of difference. You know what's really weird? So after drinking the celery juice a couple of hours ago, my mouth hurts, like my teeth. Like, really weird sensation I've never like had before. So I don't know if that's like from the celery or what. I had a little bit of digestional whatever. That's so weird. I don't really want to put that in the video. So I think that I need to up my fiber game. So I'm just going to eat my little pizza with the cheese. I don't know if cheese is a good idea, but that's okay. And then I'm going to eat like a crap ton of apples for the fiber. I'm going to be honest. By now I thought for sure I would have lost a couple of pounds, even though I'm literally just drinking celery and eating like normal. And I've been doing like regular workouts. I'm not changing anything else except like doing the celery juice. I'm sitting here by the window waiting for Amazon to come because they are bringing my cheesecloth. Holy cheesecloth, this stuff is a must if you don't have a juicer, because that felt like way faster, way less mess. As of right now, like I still have that little like, it's not like tingling, but it feels like fatter. And I don't know, maybe like I have something like stuck. I don't know. I think it's in my imagination. I want to be like, I'm allergic to celery juice, so then I don't have to do this. All right. Also, there's 18.45 ounces in here, so I don't have to drink it all in case. The cheesecloth makes a huge difference. Like, there's no sludge in here. It doesn't have a texture to it. It still doesn't taste very good. Ugh. I was about to go like make myself a whole lunch and realized today I feel so thirsty, like kind of almost like dehydrated right here in my throat. So instead of eating, I'm gonna listen to my body and drink my water, and hopefully that will help this feeling go away. Day 4, I thought that was gonna take me like less than 10 minutes. Yesterday it took me about 11 minutes, and today it took 11 minutes. So I think that's about as quick as I'm going to be. And let me tell you, pre-prepping the celery is definitely the way to go. I don't know if I'm getting used to that, or maybe it's just the first sip like always, but that doesn't feel as disgusting or vile as all the other days. One of the things that I read about celery juice is that besides the blood sugar levels, it's supposed to help with your sleep. And I have noticed like last night and the night before, when I've been falling asleep, I'm like asleep for like the whole night until I wake up in the morning. And usually like I get woken up by like my dog going to get some water. I feel very rested. I may have overbought on the celery because I still have like one whole stalk. You know what? If I have some left over, I'm going to try making a celery and peanut butter shake. It's really not that bad today. Like, what is happening? I thought I was going to be gagging the whole 7 days. literally like tastes completely different than the other day. Like the first 3 days I was like gagging it down.
Is it delicious now?
Today, yesterday, today, maybe it's the cheesecloth.
That even looks horrible.
It's just celery.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't this totally look like a cocktail? I feel like I'm having a cocktail for breakfast. It's kind of pretty. I didn't have enough celery this morning in my bowl, so I had to cut my last big stalk. One thing that I noticed this morning though, the one that I just washed that hasn't sat like without being in the bag, it does taste a little bit more bitter. So I think that it's been tasting better when I'm prepping them in advance and they've been sitting in that bowl for a while. I'm feeling pretty good about day 6. Like this has become easier and easier, and that's really nice. The only thing I wish I could do is like make a bunch in advance, but you have to do it the day of. So that's the only bummer to this. I feel like I should like add some champagne or something to this and like a celery mimosa instead of orange juice. All right. I've made it to day number 7. Doesn't this feel like I'm having like a beer or something? It tastes good today. So one thing that I know for certain is that you want to wash your celery at least the day before. And if you can get a celery stalk that's not really dark in color, the lighter ones taste better too. I think this also can help with your energy levels because I went last night and went walking with a friend of mine and we went like over 4 miles and I was like, oh, I made that. Like it didn't even feel like I was struggling. So I was like happily surprised with that. Today is glucose test. So I made my last celery, put some ice and some peanut butter in here, and let's see how this goes. I mean, it tastes like a liquid celery stick with peanut butter. Who would have thought? Stupid. I don't know why I was like, oh, it's going to be like so amazingly different. One thing that I have learned is I think that your body actually adapts to when you're giving it like extra nutrients because it doesn't taste gross to me anymore. All right, so the glucose test, I did do that very first thing this morning and I was completely shocked. It went down 5 points. So like 105 to 100 in a week. And that's really good because I'm right on the cusp of not being a pre-diabetic anymore. Adding celery juice into your diet does reduce your blood sugar levels. If you enjoyed this video, then you should check out this video up here where I challenge myself to stay under the American Heart Association's recommended sugar serving per day. I'll see you there.